And that was Edge of Great by the cast of Julie and the Phantoms. I feel like I've put this song on a lot of my Instagram stories, but it's honestly such a great song. Like, I've been really into motivational songs recently, and something like Edge of Great just really reminds me that, like, there's still great things out there. There's so much you can do. And even though, like, especially at these times, we feel like maybe we can't do anything or we already reached our peak, there's always great things coming. So I really recommend you guys listen to that song, and let's get on with this podcast. What's up, everyone? Welcome to the first official episode of Tea Time with the Boba Baddie, featuring your host, Nikki, which is me. And I can't believe that I'm actually starting a podcast right now. Like, I've always loved the idea, and I never thought I'd be able to go through with it, but here I am. And after I put out my trailer, I put it on Instagram and stuff, and was asking for all these ideas and suggestions, and possibly some of you guys listening wanted to hop on here as well. And I felt so much support from all of it, and I just want to thank everyone that, showed me support or gave me suggestions. Like, I really appreciate it. But please, if you guys have any other suggestions for me and ideas for things I could talk about or give my opinions on, or even if you want to join one of my episodes, just please hit me up on my Instagram. You know where to find me. And yeah, if you haven't listened to my trailer, no worries, it's totally fine. I'll do a quick rundown of what my trailer was like. So basically, my name is Nikki. I am currently 18 and I'm turning 19 in less than a month, which is crazy. I am going into my second semester, my spring semester of my freshman year at college. I go to San Jose State, and shout out to all the Spartans out there that are listening. Um, yeah, it's just been really tough lately just because we're all stuck at home with not really much to do. And with me starting this podcast, I feel like is gonna bring a type of fire that I have been missing for a while. I've been feeling so burnt out recently, and maybe this podcast is what I need to boost myself back up to where I need to be. And hopefully, with you guys listening to this podcast, I could be some type of company to you, and it would feel like we're having a conversation, which is what I want this podcast to mainly be about. Me and you, the listener, having a conversation about anything and everything. Full disclaimer, I feel like I'm really awkward when I talk. Or if I'm really nervous, I talk fast or I start stuttering. And I hope as these episodes keep going and I have more conversations with myself and with other people, it gets better. And so hopefully it doesn't bother you guys too much, but I am trying my best to compose myself when I'm talking, and hopefully you guys can kind of hear that. So on my Instagram story earlier today, I posted what you guys wanted me to talk about on my first episode. So I'm going to look into those and let's see what we're going to talk about. Okay, so one person asked, how has COVID affected your life? And what did it not do to my life this year? Like, honestly, um, before COVID or like this whole pandemic happened, I felt like I was at the top. I felt like I was where I need to be in life. I felt like I knew myself well. I felt like I was really thriving. I was really thriving. I was super happy. And I just felt like nothing could knock my world down until COVID hit. And once COVID hit around and like the whole like lockdown went down in California, um, around March, that's when things just took a hard left. Like school wise, being in your senior year and, like or just, like, being in school in general and having that kinda just stop mid-year when you're almost done and you just see that light at the end of the tunnel, that you're almost done and for it to kinda just shut down and shift. Like, I know that a lot of you guys that are in school right now can agree, and you guys know what that felt like. Like, people that graduated 2020 with me, you guys know what that felt like. People that are still in high school right now and in their senior year, and they didn't even get to really get a high school, like, senior year experience too. It was just crazy for everyone to just, change their normal lives for however many years, for me, like 18 years, you know? Um, and for that to all change, it was scary. And at first, we all felt like, it's gonna go away in a few weeks. Then the weeks turned into months. And now we're almost gonna hit a year of being like in a completely different world from what we were in. What this pandemic made me realize was people's true colors. People grew apart, people came closer together. And like this pandemic, I feel really showcased, people's priorities in life and what people really want in their lives and what people don't want in their lives. And it was kind of like the hard truth that all of us kind of had to go through because like, this year was so hard for a lot of people, including me. And like for the people that did have a good year this year, despite everything that's happened, like I'm so happy for you that you didn't get to go through what a lot of other people went through. But, having the vaccine that's like slowly getting distributed out there is just showing more hope that we can get back to what our lives used to be. But with that being said, even though this year was really hard for me, I feel like I grew a lot from this year, from who I was in January to the person I am now here in December. Before the pandemic hit, I really felt like I knew myself and I knew my self-worth. But up until recently is when I really realized that, I really realized my self-worth. And I know that like some of my friends listening to this, like they've always been telling me from day one how much I deserve in life and how I should be treated in life. But it's different when you hear a friend say it versus you actually believing it. And even though I said, yeah, like I believe that I deserve to be treated well, I deserve whatever, I didn't truly feel that way. Or, I always felt like there's a reason why this is happening to me. Or there's a reason why they treat me like that. But up until now is when I realized that, we're all human. We all deserve to be cared for. We all deserve to be loved. We all deserve respect. We deserve all those things, like no matter what. And especially from those we care about in our lives. We especially deserve it from them. Especially the people that you put so much care into, you deserve it from them. And that was one of the biggest things I realized from this year was, my self-worth. I mean, it took me 11, 12-ish months to realize it, but, it's better late than never. Wow, I I never thought I'd be this vulnerable in my first episode, but here I am, I guess. If you guys want me to talk more about self-worth, I can do that in another episode if you guys want. But yeah, this year was pretty intense for me, to say the least. So another person that was on my IG story asked, "What type of music am I into?" And that's a really complicated question. Um, as some of you guys might know, or if you guys know me, I don't really have a specific, like, song or, like, genre that I like, or if someone asked me, "Oh, what's your favorite song?" I honestly couldn't tell you because every time I think of a song, I think of another one, and I'm like, "Wait, but do I like that one more?" But, yeah, I don't have a specific style that I like. I just like anything except country and, like, hard rock/punk, you know? I am really into, rap, R&B, pop. I like musicals. I like Disney music. Like, give me any Disney song and I got you. I probably know almost all the words, if not all the words. Um, and the same goes for the whole Hamilton soundtrack. If you guys know the Hamilton soundtrack, like, it's so good. But, yeah, I don't really have a specific style that I really enjoy listening to, like, one specific one, but yeah. I'm really into singing, if you guys haven't already, like, noticed or whatever. On my IG, I have either stories of me singing or on my IGTV, that's, like, my singing channel, I guess you could say, and not gonna lie, I sing a lot of sad songs. Like, if you look at my IGTV and stuff like that, almost all of my songs on there are so sad. And I mean, like, it's weird. I like singing sad songs. I don't know why, I just do. But yeah, like, sad songs just I don't know, I feel like I could relate. That sounds really that sounds really sad saying that, but, like, it feels like I could just, like, relate to different things that they're saying. And whenever I listen to music, even like any type of music doesn't need to be like a sad song or whatever. Like in any song that I listen to, I kind of like, I always picture stuff or like it makes me like think of different memories. I took also a music class this fall semester, and that's called a oh no, I don't even remember what it was called. I think it was like a referential listener, which is basically a listener that like thinks when they hear a piece of music, they think of like emotions or memories. And in a lot of different types of music, you could feel that like emotion that they're feeling, or like if you listen to a sad song, it could remind you of a heartbreak, or like if you listen to Party in the USA, I'm pretty sure all of us have heard that song. You could think of probably one memory of either you singing to that song or singing with your friends to the song. That's basically what a referential listener is. And every time I listen to a piece of music, I kind of put myself in the shoes of either the singer or like whatever character is singing that song. And like I could just like I feel like music is one of my like coping mechanisms, I guess. Sometimes music can describe my feelings or, like, however I'm feeling better than I could explain them into words. Like, I'll listen to a song and I'm like, "That's exactly how I'm feeling." Like, there's certain songs where it's just like that, and I'm pretty sure that you guys have felt that about a song or 2, you know? But, yeah, long story short, I really like music, but I don't have a specific favorite genre or favorite particular song. It's just I like music. Hopefully, you guys could relate to what I just said, or hopefully, you guys related to anything I said in this podcast. And with that being said, I think I'm gonna end this first episode here. So, I just like to thank you guys. If you guys got this far, thank you so, so, so much for listening. And hopefully, you guys really enjoyed this first episode. If you guys have anything you guys want to like tell me, please DM me on Instagram Or I might put up a little question box thing that you guys could give me feedback on and give me more ideas and more topics that I could talk about. And if you are still interested in joining me for an episode, please let me know. So, yeah, thank you so, so, so much for listening to my very first podcast of Tea Time with Boba Batty. And I'll catch you guys in the next episode. Bye, guys.